What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided that I was going to show you my go-to fall makeup look. When I say go-to, I mean like if I literally don't know what to do with my makeup and I have somewhere to be, this is kind of the idea of what I do every time. To me, it's just a safe bet for fall. I don't know, I guess I just really like it. I mean, that's really all I can say about it. So if you are interested in seeing how I achieve my go-to fall makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this first step is not really any different than what I typically do, but I'm going to use the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I started using this a few months ago and it has completely stuck to my everyday makeup routine, so that's definitely something that I'm not gonna change season to season. But what it does is it just makes the skin extremely smooth. It kind of goes over all of the pores and it creates a really nice smooth surface for the foundation to sit on. Next, I'm going to be applying my very favorite foundation, which is my Urban Decay All Nighter. I finally found the perfect shade for me. I didn't realize how light I was buying until I did a little comparison in person. And so now I'm using the shade 3.25. So if you feel like our skin tones are similar and you weren't sure which one to get, maybe that'll be a little bit helpful, but this is definitely the shade for me. And I always take a blending sponge. This is a Pract one, so it's the sister company to Sigma. I really like this sponge. I feel like it does an incredibly good job blending out the foundation. And I feel like with this foundation, since it is a super heavy foundation, I usually start around the outer edges of my face and then I apply what's left to the center so that it doesn't get cakey, because having large pores and all that, makeup looks really cakey if it's applied super heavily right there. So I always try to kind of blend that out. And especially because I'm going to be using a concealer anyway, I don't need super full coverage around there. My problem areas are like around my chin and jawline. So I usually do a second kind of layer down there to make sure everything's nice and blended and covered. So now that my foundation's on, I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I don't care what season it is, I'm using this because this is just the absolute best concealer. I have it in shade Fair. I do think it's a little bit light for me. I could probably have done more of the light shade, but let's go more with what we got. And again, I just take my beauty blender and blend that out. So a lot of these steps are kind of repetitive of what I've done before, but you will see when we get towards like the bronzing and the blush and stuff of the choices that I use for fall makeup. And there's a lot less highlighting that goes into my fall makeup. I feel like fall is more about being matte and you'll just see, okay? So yeah, you can see how since we put the concealer, there's not really, that's really why I try not to put too much foundation down there, because obviously I'm going to go in with a thicker concealer because Shape Tape is a heavier concealer. So I don't need like so much foundation right there. Yeah, you can see how this concealer is a little bit light for me. I'm going to make it work. So the next thing that I'm going to use is actually something I'm trying for the first time, but I feel like this is going to be amazing for fall, especially because I don't really do a lot of highlighters on a day-to-day basis in the fall time. But I'm taking the Mercier translucent setting powder in their Glow shade. So basically it's a setting powder, it's translucent, but it has a pretty glow to it, so it makes your skin look really healthy and glowy. I'm only going to put this under or around my face like I would set with a regular powder, because I like to bake under my eye with a just matte translucent powder since I get oily there. I'm just going to take a fluffy powder brush and we'll see what happens. Wow, I think that adds a really nice glow to the skin, but obviously it's gonna set and like hold those oils in, so it gives you that healthy, dewy look, except for your skin is gonna stay matte all day. That's kind of cool. I almost feel like you could really use this as a really subtle highlight too if you wanted to just focus it. But look how like you can see it's kind of glowing my skin a little bit, yet it's setting my makeup. I think that's brilliant. It looks really nice. Yeah, I'm pretty much in love with that. So yeah, I feel like I don't need a highlight because it makes my skin look naturally glowy. So it's a really good, I mean, really, you could wear it every day no matter what the season, but I feel like especially for fall, since I don't wear a highlight, it's pretty good. For my under eye, I'm gonna set with a little bit of the Ben Nye translucent powder. Whoa. So much just came out. Don't let me lose this. The thing, I hate the packaging for this though. Like, it's going everywhere and it's like, what the heck. And for this, I like to take a sponge and just set under my eye and blend it out. I feel like that makes it look less cakey. I don't bake it either. Like, I don't let it sit there and stuff because my concealer is already pretty light. I just like to have it set that concealer so it doesn't crease. So I don't do a whole lot of contouring in the fall and the winter months. What I like to do is take the Sigma Cor-De-Rosa blush. Something about this to me is just perfect for fall and winter. Like, I don't typically reach for it in the summer because it's a little richer, but the color just looks so incredible. So I just like to kind of pop that on the cheek. I don't know, this color to me is perfect. It works really well with my skin tone. It builds up really quickly. I almost kind of want to soften it a bit with that powder brush because I think it kind of went on high a little bit. Crazy. I add just the littlest amount of Hoola bronzer just to give some sort of definition to the cheeks. So typically now I set my makeup because if I don't do it now, I will literally forget after doing my eye makeup. No shit. Like, I literally forget to set my makeup if I don't do it now. So it is embedded in my brain. So I like to just use my Urban Decay all-nighter. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because it's not any different than I would do them spring, summer, fall, or winter. And then we're gonna come back and start with the eyes. Okay, so I've already primed and set my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the desixkaty Dose of Colors Friendcation palette, and I'm gonna take the shade, oh my gosh, please don't let me get it wrong. I believe this is Basic. Wow, okay, I've been getting it wrong this whole time. The palette is confusing. You would think if you flipped it over that it would be the same as if you were looking at it like this, but it actually matches up to the palette behind it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, my eyebrows look really dark and I just got my hair colored yesterday and it's a lot blonder, so I'm like, wow, that looks really dark from here. We'll work with it. Okay, I'm gonna use the shade Basic and I'm taking just a fluffy blending brush and I'm gonna apply that to my crease because this color is just a little darker than my skin color and I feel like it's a great transitional shade. And honestly, my eye look that I do for the fall time is very basic. It's not anything crazy. But yeah, you can take any shade that's like this neutrally color. I mean, it's just adding the tiniest bit of pigment. And I try to kind of build it up on the outer corner a little bit too. So, and then I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is so confusing now because I always thought, okay, Churro. No, not Churro. Necessary. And I'm taking a small, there's no name for it, it's an Anastasia brush, but I'm taking a little teeny tiny end there and I'm going to start patting that up on my crease. So yeah, I want to pat this like where my crease is to build up the pigment. And then I'm going to take the fluffy side of this brush and blend that out. And I think I'm actually going to go in with that Bedellium brush and take Basic and blend that. And go back to Necessary and just kind of pat it on the outer corner a bit and blend that out there as well. I mean, this look is literally just so simple and basic because it's going to be about the lips for this look. Yeah, and I think with that same little brush I used to pat, I'm just gonna kind of drag it over my lower lash line. Okay, so my other eye is done. We're gonna have to do something about these brows because they're a little dark and they're bugging me, but I'm going to take some liquid eyeliner, and it is the Doll 10 Beauty To The Point. And I usually take I'm gonna start with the line side first. And I just line my lash line as thin as you can get it. Then I like to take some black pencil liner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 black liner, and I just kind of do the waterline on the top lash. I'm going to do some mascara, and I'm going to apply the Bold Face lashes and Bring It On in their Muse collection, and look like this. Okay, so now those lashes are on, and I'm going to go ahead and take the black eyeliner again and just do my waterline. I kind of like hate filming that for you guys because it's so gross, but I have to look into the lens in order for you guys to see me do it. It's disgusting. And I always take a waterproof mascara on my lower lash line because my eyes water like crazy. This is the L'Oreal Luminous Carbon Black Mascara, and it's waterproof. So this is always on my lower lash line. Alright, and last but not least is the lips. So I feel like for fall, you just have to go in with a dark color. So I really want to try Urban Decay's new Cherry lipstick from their Cherry collection. It's just this really beautiful, kind of like a reddish brown color. And then I'm taking some lip liner called Brown Sugar from Jonteblu. So I'm going to line my lips with that, and then we will do that lipstick. I never wear matte lipsticks, so I feel like I'm gonna totally dry my lips out. Let's just be done with that because my lips are like so dry. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be dark. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was like the perfect lip liner for that. I went with a lipstick instead of a liquid lipstick because liquid lipsticks are just too drying, and Urban Decay's lipsticks, even though they're matte, they just give the best. They still feel hydrating. That liner was a little drying, but the lipstick really helped. Okay guys, so that is it for my fall makeup look. It's really easy. Obviously, you don't have to use the same things that I use. You could easily find like a drugstore version of this lip color, something dark, but I feel like for fall, I always like to do something really subtle with the face makeup, subtle with the eyeshadow, and then I just go in like the lashes and the lip color, and that's kind of my go-to fall makeup when I don't know what to do, because there's just some days when I'm like, I have no idea what I want to do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and then you know what I would love to know is what your favorite lip colors for fall are. Put them down below. Don't care whether they're drugstore or like a more prestige brand. I would love to know because I'm always looking for new fall colors. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.